The paradox of the pure soul hook. Imagine a soul so radiant, so pure, that it seeks truth and beauty above all else, yet finds itself stumbling in the relentless race for wealth. Why do those with the brightest hearts often finish last in a world obsessed with material success? This enigma has puzzled philosophers, psychologists, and seekers for centuries, but today, we turn to the profound insights of Carl Jung to unravel it. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow seekers of wisdom, good morning. It is an honor to stand before you today to explore one of the most intriguing paradoxes of human existence. Why pure souls, those individuals imbued with authenticity, profound compassion, and an unyielding commitment to inner truth, frequently falter in the competitive arena of wealth accumulation. In a society where success is often measured by bank balances, stock portfolios, and luxurious possessions, these luminous beings seem to lag behind, not due to lack of intelligence or effort, but because of a deeper, psychological misalignment. Through the illuminating lens of Carl Jung's psychology, we will dissect this phenomenon. Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and founder of analytical psychology, revolutionized our understanding of the human psyche by introducing concepts like archetypes, the collective unconscious, the shadow, and the process of individuation. His work transcends mere therapy. It offers a roadmap for navigating the complexities of life, including the tension between spiritual purity and material ambition. In this extended speech, structured into 3 comprehensive chapters, we will first examine the archetype of the innocent and its inherent conflicts with the demands of wealth pursuit. Then we will delve into the shadow aspects of wealth and how pure souls resist them out of fear of corruption. Finally, we will chart a path toward wholeness, where purity and prosperity can coexist harmoniously. Along the way, I will draw upon Jung's writings, real-world examples, and practical insights to make this journey not just intellectual, but transformative. But before we dive deeper, let us pause to reflect. In your own life, have you ever felt that tug-of-war between your deepest values and the pressures of financial success? Have you witnessed artists, healers, or visionaries who pour their hearts into their work, only to struggle financially while less scrupulous individuals thrive? This is the heart of our discussion. Jung believed that the psyche is a dynamic system striving for balance, and understanding this can unlock doors we didn't even know were closed. Let us embark on this exploration with open minds and hearts, ready to integrate the wisdom of the ages into our modern lives. Chapter 1. The Archetype of the Innocent and the Race for Wealth. Carl Gustav Jung, in his seminal works such as Archetypes and the Collective Unconscious, described archetypes as primordial images and patterns embedded in the human psyche, inherited from our ancestors and shaping our behaviors, thoughts, and destinies. These are not mere symbols, but living forces that influence how we interact with the world. Among these, the archetype of the innocent stands out as particularly relevant to our topic. The innocent represents purity, trust, optimism, and a childlike faith in the goodness of life. It is the part of us that dreams of paradise, values simplicity, and seeks harmony above conflict. Pure souls often embody this archetype predominantly. They are the poets who craft verses from the soul's whispers, the teachers who ignite minds with genuine passion, the healers who mend wounds with empathy rather than prescriptions. Their motivations stem from intrinsic rewards, personal growth, meaningful connections, and contributions to the greater good, rather than extrinsic gains like money or status. However, the race for wealth in our contemporary world is a far cry from this idyllic stance. It is a Darwinian arena where survival demands not just hard work, but strategic maneuvering, risk-taking, and sometimes a willingness to bend ethical boundaries. Why then do pure souls struggle here? Jung's framework reveals that the innocent archetype, while beautiful, is incomplete on its own. It lacks the integration of complementary archetypes necessary for worldly success. Consider the warrior archetype, which embodies courage, discipline, and assertiveness, the qualities needed to fight for opportunities, negotiate deals, or defend one's interests in a competitive market. Or the ruler archetype, which involves leadership, organization, and the ability to wield power responsibly. Pure souls may unconsciously resist these energies, viewing them as antithetical to their core values. They might see aggression as violence, ambition as selfishness, or strategy as manipulation. For instance, imagine a talented musician, a pure soul, who composes symphonies that touch the depths of human emotion. When offered a lucrative contract that requires commercializing their art, perhaps adding pop elements to appeal to masses, they decline, fearing it would dilute their authenticity. In Jungian terms, this is the innocent archetype dominating, preventing the integration of the magician archetype, which transforms ideas into tangible realities through clever adaptation. As a result, the musician remains obscure and financially strained, while others who blend purity with pragmatism soar to fame and fortune. Jung emphasized that archetypes are not static. They evolve through individuation, the lifelong process of integrating unconscious elements into conscious awareness to achieve wholeness. For pure souls, this means recognizing that embracing other archetypes does not mean abandoning innocence, but enhancing it. The innocent provides the moral compass, while the warrior supplies the drive, and the ruler the vision. Without this balance, pure souls remain in a state of psychological one-sidedness, as Jung called it, leading to repeated failures in material pursuits. To illustrate further, let's draw from history. Think of Vincent van Gogh, whose pure artistic soul produced masterpieces like Starry Night, yet he died in poverty, having sold only one painting in his lifetime. His letters reveal a deep inner conflict. A yearning for recognition clashed with his disdain for the commercial art world. Jung might interpret this as an unintegrated shadow, the repressed desire for success that, if acknowledged, could have led to better self-promotion without compromising his vision. In modern times, we see similar patterns in entrepreneurs who start mission-driven companies, like eco-friendly brands or social enterprises. Pure souls in these roles often prioritize impact over profit, leading to underpricing services or avoiding aggressive marketing. While admirable, this can result in burnout or business failure. Jung's advice would be to engage in active imagination, a technique he developed where one dialogues with inner archetypes. By visualizing a conversation between the innocent and the warrior, pure souls can negotiate an internal truce, allowing them to pursue wealth ethically. Moreover, Jung's concept of the persona, the social mask we wear, plays a role. Pure souls may have a persona that emphasizes humility and selflessness, making it difficult to adopt a more assertive facade in business dealings. Yet, Jung warned that over-identification with any single aspect leads to neurosis. The path forward is to develop a flexible persona that serves the situation without betraying the true self. In essence, Chapter 1 teaches us that the struggle of pure souls in wealth accumulation stems from an archetypal imbalance. By understanding and integrating these universal patterns, they can transform their approach, turning potential failures into stepping stones toward a more fulfilling success. The shadow of wealth and the pure soul's resistance. Moving deeper into Jung's psychology, we encounter the shadow, the dark, hidden side of the personality comprising repressed ideas, instincts, and weaknesses that the conscious ego does not identify with. Jung described the shadow as the thing a person has no wish to be, yet it is an integral part of the psyche. For pure souls, the pursuit of wealth often evokes this shadow, manifesting as fears of greed, corruption, moral decay, or loss of integrity. This resistance is not mere caution. It is a profound psychological defense mechanism rooted in the fear of self-betrayal. Why does wealth cast such a long shadow? In collective consciousness, wealth is archetypally linked to the trickster or the tyrant, figures who hoard resources, exploit others, or use cunning to gain advantage. Think of myths like King Midas, whose golden touch turned everything, including his daughter, to lifeless metal, symbolizing how unchecked pursuit of wealth destroys what is truly valuable. Pure souls, attuned to these archetypal warnings, may unconsciously project their own shadow onto wealth, seeing it as an external evil to avoid. This projection leads to self-sabotage. A pure soul might undervalue their work, give away services for free, or shy away from investments, all under the guise of maintaining purity. Jung explained that the shadow contains not only negative traits but also positive potentials that have been suppressed. For instance, the shadow of a pure soul might hold untapped ambition, assertiveness, or the ability to set boundaries, qualities essential for financial growth. By rejecting wealth, they deny these gifts, remaining stuck in a cycle of scarcity. Consider a real-world example: a non-profit leader dedicated to environmental causes. Their pure soul drives them to fight climate change with unwavering passion, but they resist seeking corporate sponsorships, fearing it would compromise their independence. Jung would see this as shadow work avoided. The repressed corporate side could actually amplify their impact if integrated mindfully. Instead, the organization struggles financially, limiting its reach. Jung's therapeutic approach involved confronting the shadow through dream analysis, active imagination and amplification, expanding symbols to uncover deeper meanings. For pure souls, dreams of poverty or lost treasures might signal shadow material related to wealth. By journaling these and reflecting, they can begin integration. Jung wrote in Psychology and Alchemy, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." Applying this, pure souls must shine light on their wealth-related fears. Furthermore, the anima animus, Jung's terms for the contrasexual soul image, can influence this dynamic. For a male pure soul, the anima, feminine aspect, might emphasize nurturing over conquering, leading to passivity in wealth pursuits. Integrating the animus, masculine drive, could provide the needed balance. Conversely, for women, societal factors exacerbate this. In a culture glorifying hustle while villainizing the rich, pure souls internalize guilt. Jung's collective unconscious suggests these are amplified by cultural archetypes, like the starving artist trope. Breaking free requires personal myth-making, reframing wealth as a heroic quest rather than a villainous path. To overcome resistance, pure souls can practice small steps, setting fair prices, learning financial literacy, or networking without apology. Each act integrates shadow elements, reducing inner conflict. Jung believed this leads to the self, the archetype of wholeness, emerging as a guiding force. In summary, the shadow of wealth is a formidable barrier for pure souls, but confronting it unlocks profound growth. By embracing the darkness, they illuminate a path where wealth serves purity, not subverts it. Chapter 3. The Path to Wholeness, Reconciling Purity and Prosperity. Having explored the archetypal imbalances and shadow resistances, we now turn to the hopeful culmination, the path to wholeness. Jung's central concept of individuation offers a blueprint for pure souls to harmonize their inner purity with outer prosperity. Individuation is not a destination but a continuous process of self-realization, where one integrates all aspects of the psyche, the conscious, unconscious, personal, and collective, into a unified self. The first step is redefining wealth beyond materialism. For Jung, true wealth is psychological richness, the abundance of meaning, relationships, and self-knowledge. Pure souls can align financial goals with this by viewing money as a tool for amplification. An artist might use earnings to fund community workshops, transforming wealth into a vessel for soulful expression. This reframing dissolves the perceived dichotomy, allowing pursuit without guilt. Practical integration involves cultivating skills that bridge ideals and reality. Jung advocated techniques like meditation and journaling to access the unconscious. Pure souls could use these to dialogue with inner figures, asking the innocent how to protect purity, while the warrior advises on action. Books like Jung's Man and His Symbols provide exercises for this. Examples abound of those who achieved this balance. Consider Oprah Winfrey, whose pure soul shines through her empathy and philanthropy, yet she built an empire by integrating business acumen. Jung might say she individuated by embracing her shadow ambitions. Similarly, Elon Musk blends visionary ideals with ruthless execution, though not without controversy, highlighting the need for ethical vigilance. To facilitate this, pure souls should seek mentors or therapists trained in Jungian analysis. Group work, like dream circles, can provide communal support. Financially, starting with micro habits, budgeting, investing ethically, or monetizing passions, builds momentum. Jung warned of synchronicity, meaningful coincidences, as signs from the self. Pure souls might notice opportunities aligning when they commit to integration, like unexpected funding for a project. Challenges remain: societal pressures, economic inequalities, personal traumas. Yet Jung's optimism prevails. The psyche seeks wholeness naturally. By trusting this inner compass, pure souls can navigate wealth's race without losing their essence. Ultimately, this path transforms not just individuals but society. Imagine a world where leaders with pure souls wield wealth for global good, ending poverty, healing the planet. This is the promise of Jungian integration. Conclusion: the triumph of the whole soul. In closing, dear audience, the struggle of pure souls in the pursuit of wealth is not an inevitable defeat, but a profound invitation to growth. Through Jung's archetypes, we see the innocent's beauty needing warrior's strength. Via the shadow, we confront fears to unearth potentials. And in individuation, we forge a synthesis of purity and prosperity. Let us honor the pure souls, the dreamers, healers, creators, who remind us of humanity's higher calling. Their journey inspires us all to integrate our psyches, creating lives of depth and abundance. As Jung said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes." May we awake to a world where pure souls not only survive the race but redefine its finish line.